John opened his eyes, only to find himself alone in his bed. He sat up, feeling disoriented, and rubbed his eyes. He looked around, but there was no sign of his wife or kids. He got up and walked to the living room, but it was empty. John went outside, and the street was deserted. He started to panic, wondering where everyone had gone. As John walked around his neighborhood, he realized that he was the only person left. He tried to call his wife and friends, but his phone was dead, and there was no electricity. John began to feel a sense of dread and loneliness. He couldn't believe that he was the last person on Earth. John spent days searching for anyone else, but there was no one. He scavenged for food and water and tried to find any clues about what had happened. The world had become a silent and eerie place, and John felt like he was going crazy. One day, John found a newspaper that had been left behind. The front page headline read, "Massive solar flare wipes out all life on Earth." John couldn't believe it. It sounded like something out of a science fiction movie. He realized that he was lucky to be alive, and that he needed to find a way to survive. John spent years living in a world without people. He learned how to hunt and grow his food and built himself a shelter. He explored places he had never been and saw things he had never seen. John had come to terms with his situation and had found peace in his solitude. But one day, John woke up to find a young girl standing outside his shelter. She had somehow survived the solar flare and had been wandering alone for years. John was overjoyed to see another person, and they quickly became friends. They explored the world together, and John was no longer alone. Thanks for listening. Subscribe now to Curiosity Tales, and join us on an adventure of fascinating stories that will spark your imagination and leave you wanting more. Don't miss out on our latest videos. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss a tale.